Hey, good morning everybody. My name is Jeff Launette. I'm really excited to see you today. Now you're watching this video because your teacher is about to help you learn how to give and receive feedback to improve your work. These are really important portrait of a graduate skills of being a collaborator who works with their peers to give good feedback, but also a critical and creative thinker who can look at your work and say, how can it be better? And feedback helps us because it helps us get the perspective of other people. You're going to be using a graphic organizer that's going to help you give feedback, but also help you know what to do with the feedback that you receive. Now, the graphic organizer might look a little bit different, but they're all set up pretty much the same. Two parts. The first part is giving feedback. It's important to know how to give feedback. Whenever you're giving feedback, you want to help the person. So the first thing you want to do is look at their work. Use the eyes of a scientist to really think about every piece that they've done, what they've written, what they've created, what they're trying to share. And try to find things that are good about it, and also try to find things that could be better. And we're going to write down some of those ideas. But whenever we're telling people things that are good or things that could be better, we have to do it in a very specific way. Number one, we need to be very kind. Even whenever we're saying something that could be better, we can say it in a way that is kind, so it helps them instead of hurting their feelings. Number two, it should be very, very specific. The more specific it is, the easier it is for the person to understand either what's good or what they can fix. So whenever you're thinking about that, make sure your feedback is kind and specific. Here's an example. If you're saying specific feedback, you say, I like something because I like it. Is that very specific? No, it doesn't really give us any information. But if you say, I like something because of the details, or the way that it's written, or the idea, or the imagination that you put into it, whatever it might be, those are more specific things. So whenever you're giving feedback, be specific. And same thing whenever you're giving some ideas or things that could be better. Don't just say it could be better, say it could be better if you, and give them some suggestions. If you added more details, if maybe you added some different things to it, if maybe you changed an error, those are things that are more specific. Now that's the first part, is giving good feedback. The second part of this, I think, is the most important, is what are you going to do with the feedback? Don't just give feedback, but take the feedback that you get and say, what will I do now with my work to make it better? This is called revising. So once you're done, get your graphic organizer from your friend and read all the things they said that are good and all the things that they said you could improve, and then ask yourself, what am I going to do to make my work better? That's how we use feedback. So just remember, kind and specific feedback, but to make sure you use the feedback to improve your work. Good luck.